Hey guys, welcome back and happy Friday. All right, guys, so we're back to talk about a lot. We're not talking about my weekend coming up because, yes, it's going to be insane, but we'll be recording all of it. That way we can share it with you guys. In the meantime, we have to cover our favorite Bravo Liberty topics. And since this week, we got not only Vanderpump Rules Season 9 Reunion Part 1, but also Part 2, well, why not come back and talk about Vanderpump Rules? That's exactly what we're back to talk about, guys. Vanderpump Rules, Scheana shades James's new girl and explains her prenup and says, well, exactly why Brock split her engagement ring on 3 different cards. Guys, we have all the information and more. So before we jump in, if you haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. And don't forget to hit that notification bell because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. With that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so it looks like, according to Reality Blurb, Scheana Shay knows exactly who James Kennedy's mystery woman is, and she's not a friend. Scheana, do I need to make a phone call? Do I need to be like, ring, 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 phone call, phone call. Hey, Scheana. Oh, hey, girl. Who's the mystery woman? Because we want to know. I mean, yeah, I definitely could do that, but I'm not going to exploit my friendships like that. Anyways, going on. Earlier this week, as fans watched James and Raquel confirm their engagement had come to an end, the Vanderpump Rules cast member reacted to the video James shared on Instagram, well, at least his Instagram story, and explained why she and her fiance Brock Davies signed a prenup before he proposed. She said, and this was to E! News Daily Pop, we love E! News, I don't even want to give her like any clout. This is what Scheana said of James's new girl during a recent episode. Okay, while James has yet to publicly confirm his rumored new romance, an insider told E! that he and the unnamed woman are casually seeing one another. As for their split, Scheana revealed that the news came as a complete shock. The fact that she said, we're breaking off the engagement, I thought, okay, they're just putting a pause on the wedding. They actually hadn't even started planning, and we're just going to focus on their relationship, maybe do couples therapy or something. So I was shocked that they completely called it off. Which, to be fair, it's not just Scheana who was shocked. We were all shocked. I didn't see it coming. And when Raquel really found her voice at the reunion and she was like, you know, this is not the right avenue for me, I was like, good for you. Honestly, if this is not going the way you want and you want to help children with disabilities and you feel like this is a toxic relationship, good for you. I want to see Raquel do nothing but win, but really also I'm not biased. I want to see James win too. I feel like James has a lot more to deal with than Raquel does at the moment. As James and Raquel planned to spend their futures together and that came to an end, the opposite was happening between Scheana and Brock as he planned to propose and stage a secret wedding. She said, I knew the engagement was coming soon, and this is while Scheana was looking back at their time on the show. We talked about wanting to get married last year, and I know Brock, and when he gets an idea in his head, he goes full force into it. All right, fair. Okay, so that gives us some reasoning behind it. Although Scheana faced backlash for signing a prenup prior to Brock's proposal, she explained that she wanted to have all of their ducks in a row so they were ready to say I do in an instant. I saw comments where people were ripping into Scheana, saying if you get a prenup, that is your way of saying that the marriage is over before it started. You guys, whoever says this is out of their mind. Scheana was taken to the bank in her last relationship. She was taken to the bank. She worked her ass off. She was on a reality show. And you might say being on a reality show is not working your ass off. But guys, they have call times. They have appearances to make. They have, schedules to attend to. They are still working. And when she had to legitimately say to her ex-husband, Mike Shea, I will give you half just to sign the divorce papers. If you can't sympathize with that, I'm not even going to try to further explain it. Although Scheana faced backlash for signing a prenup prior to Brock's proposal, Scheana added to the conversation, if he says, let's get married tomorrow, I'm like, all right, done. We've got the marriage license, we've got the prenup, and everything's ready to go. In a separate interview, Scheana revealed that when it came to Brock splitting the cost of her engagement ring between 3 credit cards, he did so for a laugh. All right, Scheana, you're kind of losing me on this one. I'm not going to lie. She said Brock thought it would be funny to put a little bit on each card. He could have put it all on one card, but he was like, oh, I'll put a little bit on this and a little bit on that. This is what she told Us Weekly on Monday. She said, I thought it was funny. People in Australia who get that cheap type of humor thought it was funny. Scheana, I asked people, don't get mad at me, please. I asked people on my live, I was like, people who are from Australia, and Mocha Rain was one of them, is this a real kind of sense of humor in Australia? And she said, I don't know, I'm not cheap. Well, enough said. Now, continuing on, she continued with, he's like, yeah, I'll always be a cheap ass. I'm always going to ask for a discount. So people who don't get his humor, it's whatever. Also, during the interview, Scheana said that she wished her plans to announce her engagement and wed in a secret ceremony, which never actually technically happened, amid James and Raquel's engagement party weekend in Santa Barbara, California, had happened differently. She said, I think what happened, or what people don't understand, is our job is to tell the story when we're filming. And then she said, we were wrapping 2 days later. I had so many people message me and they're like, why couldn't you wait until the next week to tell them? I'm like, because we weren't filming next week. It's about completing my story. I think that's almost like, it feels like it's breaking the fourth wall, but to be fair, at least she's sharing that with you. At least she's letting you guys know we have a job to do. If you guys don't remember, let's pan over back to the hills. Lauren Conrad, who was known as Elsie, was breaking up with Jason. Jason was her love from high school. They had ups and downs, ebbs and flows. He ended up hooking up with a lot of people, had a bad addiction issue. And she actually had to call production when they were not filming and say, hey, I'm about to go through a major change in my life. I'm about to break up with Jason. Do you guys want the cameras there, or can I just break up with him? And they said, no, wait a minute. We ended off last season with you in a relationship with him. We need to film the breakup. We need to have that kind of that transparency within the relationship and within the story. That way we can continue it on and we don't have any issues. So this isn't news to us. It might be news to some of the people watching, but in the meantime, all I'm trying to say is she has a point. Now, was it the right thing to propose? Or technically he proposed at the apartment, so that's okay. But to try to have a wedding at somebody else's engagement party, maybe not, but we are filming a TV show here. So we have to think about that. But guys, I don't want to give you my opinion and not ask yours, or give you the facts and not ask your opinion. So go ahead and comment below. And before you go, don't forget to smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. And don't forget to hit that notification bell, because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. With that, we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.